So, you've set some big goals for 2025, but what I want to know, are you sure that you're actually ready for the changes that you've been setting up? Stick with me and let's find out if your heart, mind, body, and soul are aligned or if something deeper may be holding you back. A lot of us get excited at the new year, setting resolutions to lose weight, save more money, make that new company, write that book. And oftentimes we kind of fizzle out, even within the first quarter of the year. So why is it? Why is it that resolutions fail? Well, number one, if you've resolved to do something, it means you were probably coerced or somehow forced to settle for that goal. So it may not be anything that you actually want. Or it could be that you self-sabotage. Now, hear me out. I'm not trying to be down on you. I'm just saying sometimes there are parts of us that don't really want the success. And so they will sabotage. They will cause us to procrastinate or go into analysis paralysis or go into perfectionism. It could be that there's a part of you that is afraid of losing the comfort of your familiar world. So I want you to actually ask yourself, am I ready? Am I ready to step into this new year as this new version of me? In one of my workshops on how to program your subconscious mind and get rid of self-sabotage, I introduce the readiness assessment. This is crucial because if all parts of you are not ready for this change that you're wanting to manifest in 2025, sorry, honey, it ain't going to happen. So these are the questions in the readiness assessment. Follow along. Number one, on a scale of 1 to 10, how prepared do you feel to let go of old identities that no longer serve you? There's a version of you that's very invested in your identity as the slow one, the sick one, the underdog. Are you ready to let go of that? Number two, are there coping mechanisms or behaviors that you're currently aware of that might hinder your progress? And are you ready to explore new strategies? Quite often, our coping mechanisms become our best friends, and giving them up to pursue a new goal might be difficult. So be honest with yourself on that one. Next, how uncomfortable are you with the idea of seeing yourself in a completely new light? Are you very uncomfortable, somewhat uncomfortable, neutral, somewhat comfortable, or very comfortable? This is about how you see yourself. Next, can you identify any fears or doubts about moving forward and making these changes? Yes or no? Fear or doubt. Next, imagine your life in the future, having made all these positive, significant changes. How does that image make you feel? Scary and unbelievable? A bit daunting, but exciting? Very exciting? Or fully believable? All right. Next, do you believe that the changes you desire are truly possible for you? And finally, do you feel that changing your behavior would come at a high cost, or that you would be losing something valuable in the change? All right, so if you've answered these questions honestly, you may need to do a little bit of digging to get at what are those fears, what are those blocks. If you check out my workshop on how to reprogram the subconscious mind to get rid of self-sabotage, it's totally free. You'll get the readiness worksheet, additional worksheets to take you through my cornerstone process, which is a 5-step framework for getting to know our true selves, finding what's holding us back, and releasing those old programs with ease. In that workshop, you'll also get access to downloadable guided meditations, journal prompts, affirmations, and access to live monthly coaching in the Real Self-Love movement, totally free. So check out that masterclass replay, and you can get this readiness worksheet to really work through what might be blocking you from success in 2025. Now, that last question in the readiness worksheet about what would you have to give up in order to have this goal that you want to manifest is a really sticky and tricky one for some people. This goes back to the concept of secondary gain. So you may have heard of this. Me, from a medical background, I remember being in the hospital and you'd see two patients have the exact same procedure. So for example, a 45-year-old male who underwent a hernia operation and a 4-year-old male who also underwent a hernia operation. Now, the 45-year-old adult is often found pushing the pain button to get more pain meds and asking for an excuse for an additional couple weeks off of work. In contrast, the 4 or 5-year-old is buzzing the nurses to see if he can go to the playroom. What we often see is we recognize that if we're sick, if we're wounded, well, we get out of work. We might not have to do the chores at home. Someone else might cook for you or take care of you. That's the secondary gain from having an illness or some sort of a block. And so in that question with the readiness worksheet, when we ask, like, are you really willing to give up the things that you gain by staying where you are? It's not very simple, right? You've got to think it through, because otherwise there will be parts of you that just thwart your success. So this is just a little starter to get you really thinking about the success you want to manifest next year. No matter how messy or chaotic your life feels, please know that you can break free of the familiar and step into a life that truly aligns with your soul. And I'd love to guide you. We have a very safe community that gives you a stable foundation for transformation and exploration. So there you have it. If you'd like to learn more about this entire approach to reprogramming your subconscious mind and stepping into the most authentic version of you, check out the Real Self-Love Handbook. It includes everything that I just mentioned, all the exercises, guided meditations, and my own personal story of how I recovered from burnout and a near-death experience. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.